Welcome to Private Channel 1977. Subscribe to the channel to not miss the hottest news today. It's time to share with you all the breaking news of the entertainment industry. Private possession of male gods to share. Mainland actor Wang Hedi's charismatic performance. Without him, there would be no Wang Hedi today. Wang Hedi, who captured thousands of girls, would go around whenever people saw him in the local area. Wang Hedi's hometown is Leshan, Sichuan, and he also opened a skewer shop there. However, customers who have been here have an unwritten custom, that is, they turn around and leave immediately when they see Wang Hedi in the store, because the fried skewers fried by Wang Hedi are the worst. However, this seemingly taunting remark hides a key message. This seemingly lively and active bad boy is willing to share the pressure for his parents. He will spend a whole day helping out in a room full of oil. However, the original intention of helping parents share the pressure has not changed even after becoming famous. After Wang Hedi starred in Meteor Garden and became popular, he was invited to shoot a magazine in South Korea. He is still sunny and handsome in front of the camera. Who knew that Wang Hedi was surprised by netizens the next day? Wang Hedi was wearing a black hat and serving the fried skewers at home. What's even more valuable is that most of the celebrities who became famous chose to hide their origins. But Wang Hedi has never concealed that his parents sell through. Although it is a simple storefront, it does not match the expensive face sheet at all. He still promotes his own fried skewers shop in the program group. Wang Hedi is really a very good one. Younger brother. Wang Hedi's kick almost cost him his career. In 2020, Wang Hedi, who is 183 tall, participated in a variety show of the Super Penguin League. As a star player, he needs to compete with professional players. And after a successful layup, he scored a perfect two-pointer, and the referee not only judged that the opponent's score was valid, but also ruled that Wang Hedi violated the rules. Hearing this, Wang Hedi was unhappy. If it wasn't for the obstruction of his teammates, he might have punched each other. However, this also made Wang Hedi go crazy for the national quintessence immediately. However, insulting the referee is a serious violation, so Wang Hedi was fined again. Wang Hedi, who lost control of his emotions, left angrily on the spot. In the process, he kicked angrily at the billboard of the sponsor's father. However, what was waiting for him outside the venue was a public opinion war. Wang Hedi said here that the more my brother scolds me, the more he loves me. Many people also pointed out that if it is really a misjudgment, then what Wang Hedi should do is to appeal instead of insulting. Afterwards, Wang Hedi also sincerely apologized for his reckless behavior, and basketball is second only to work and eating in his life. What Wang Hedi said was unfair was not that he couldn't afford to lose, but that he felt wronged. Mr. His persuasion 5 years ago created Wang Hedi 5 years later. Wang Hedi, who was only 19 years old, participated in an online talent show. He has been in the industry for many years, and the teacher immediately fell in love with the 19-year-old Wang Hedi. But not long after, Wang Hedi faced the fate of being eliminated due to poor performance, but Mr. He always insisted that Wang Hedi will be very popular in the market in the future. So Mr. He fought for the program group under pressure, hoping to give Wang Hedi a chance. At Teacher He's insistence, the program team had no choice but to agree to revive Wang Hedi. But according to the requirements of the program group, if you want to stay, you have to wear a mask, and you can't show your face during the whole process. However, what Teacher He did not expect was that what Wang Hedi, who was only 19 years old, experienced from this action was not pain, but humiliation. Teacher He was not angry, but gently enlightened him. These words also deeply hurt Wang Hedi's heart. In the end, he won the overall championship of the show, and was handpicked by the idol godmother Chai Shiping to give Wang Hedi the leading actor of Daoming Temple in Meteor Garden. Therefore, without the great help from the teacher back then, there would be no Wang Hedi today. Wang Hedi, 24-year-old mainland Chinese actor, has become a dazzling new star in the entertainment circle with his outstanding performance and deep charm. Wang Hedi's acting career began in 2017, when he participated in a variety show, Super Idol, and won the championship. Later, He became popular for playing the leading actor Dao Ming-sai in the idol drama, Meteor Garden. This role not only showed his acting skills, but also made him a favorite of many fans. Wang Hedi's acting career has been going all the way. He not only performed well in variety shows, but also starred in many excellent film and television works, such as Jian Yi 2 and Kang Lan Ju. His outstanding performance makes people look forward to his future. Wang Hedi's film and television works and performances in variety shows have attracted much attention. He has won the support and love of countless fans with his hard work and talent. Wang Hedi's care for Song Yiren has torn away the hypocrisy of many people in the entertainment industry. Wang Hedi's innocence is indeed an indisputable fact. As Li Xueqin said, it is a joyful and relaxing thing to make friends with him. However, Li Xueqin missed one point, that is, Wang Hedi still has a quality of innocence. Treat others with genuine friendliness and show yourself unabashedly. This is true for both men and women, whether it is Li Xueqin's talent or Meng Ziyi's appearance. He can face it with a frank and sincere attitude. It's not a hypocritical greeting, nor is it a performance that deliberately keeps a distance to maintain a clean heart. Whenever Jiang Shuiying feels nervous, he will always try his best to give her the greatest comfort and support. Although Yoko Raimu was afraid of cyber violence and no longer dared to fire CP with him, he voluntarily played the roles of King Ju and Deiji to make them feel relieved. Although the audience was crazy about his CP with Mencius, he never shied away from it, kept interacting with Mencius, and even took the initiative to mention the name of their CP, which is called Tianjingdiyi. When Li Xueqin wept in grief because of Song Dandan's apology, he would immediately offer comfort. When Song Yiren couldn't get rid of anxiety, he would take the initiative to suggest that she go to Taohuawu to relax together. And when she was crying silently, he would naturally stretch out his arms. Regardless of whether female artists are beautiful or controversial, I will not deliberately keep a distance from them, nor will I refuse to associate with them because of the feelings of so-called fans. What Wang Hedi shows is not only the essence of innocence, but also his frank and sincere qualities. His generosity and caring, and frankly sending hugs, make people's eyes shine. After all, this is exactly what male domestic entertainers lack. I don't know when male entertainers in the mainland entertainment industry began to show fear of women. In the play, their CP combination caused a lot of discussion, and they had a lot of fun working with their female partners. However, once in real life, he turned into a pure and lovely boy who is afraid of women. He hopes to keep a certain distance from his female partner, and even dare not look at or communicate with her. What is even more ironic is that many male artists actually regard female artists as an infectious disease and avoid them, for fear that others will not know that they are afraid of women. In the variety show, Supernova National Games, many male idols deliberately avoided getting too close to female idols. Originally, in order to avoid unnecessary attention and discussion, it is understandable to keep a certain distance between idols. However, the scene when male idols are afraid to touch female idols lightly, and even wish to avoid touching their hands, is really heartbreaking. There are also some male artists who deliberately keep a certain distance from female artists when taking group photos, choosing to stand alone on the outermost side. The male idol avoids the female idol like a Tang monk, and the gesture of "do not approach" is written all over his body, which makes people surprised and confused. When a person becomes a male icon, it seems that they will automatically distance themselves several times from normal social distance. It seems that to become a male idol, one must keep a distance from female idols. Male idols are all like Tang Seng, and female idols are all like spider spirits. He deliberately kept his distance from others, like a man ready to maintain his image. There is no doubt that he maintains an attitude of avoiding suspicion towards women, giving people a feeling of keep close. It was embarrassing, and there was absolutely no sign of him being a gentleman. It is understandable that as an idol, it is necessary to keep an appropriate distance from the opposite sex. In addition, women-phobic personas can also appear as socially awkward and shy. However, it would be an overreaction if keeping a distance and fear of women were expressed as rejection and dislike. This not only shows your impoliteness, but also makes the opposite sex around you feel very embarrassed. I don't know when there was a trend in the entertainment circle, including villainous girls and innocent characters. At first glance, it seems unusually novel, but on closer inspection it seems very hypocritical. For example, Chen Feiyu claimed that he had never been alone with a girl in order to portray his innocent image. She once said frankly in the show that her biggest character flaw is her innocence and simplicity. She is easily deceived, and she almost wants to put the label of innocent girl on her face. So, what is the end result? Unexpectedly, however, it was revealed that he was having an affair with a married woman. In addition, Hua Chenyu claimed that he missed the opportunity to meet girls because of his shyness. So he deliberately created an image called a shy big boy. Not only did he express such views on the show, but he also insisted that sharing the same bed with others is completely intolerable, even to the point of giving up marriage. After a series of revelations about the relationship, another child suddenly appeared. Back then, the boy, who was so shy that he would cue himself to be quite conservative even in interviews, was really surprising. In front of others, he is afraid of women, showing it, but behind him, he becomes crazy. This makes his already false hypocrisy and innocent persona even more hypocritical. In order to attract the attention of female fans, male artists often use female-phobic designs to achieve their goals, but this method hurts women to a large extent. A man who is physically and mentally healthy should be as generous and open-minded as Wang Hedi. Instead of being afraid of women, rather than trying to create a false image, it is better to make people feel comfortable in a decent and generous way. Really discerning audiences will not feel disgusted with male artists because they communicate with female artists. However, the only way to really get yourself into trouble is to pretend not to like female artists, and to repel and dislike them in public, as a top star. Why is Wang Hedi so uniquely loved by fans, friends, and ordinary audiences? This is thanks to his sincere attitude. He befriends and socializes with a genuine attitude, never pretentious or pretentious. The audience can also feel the truth and kindness emanating from him. Not only is there a wave of fear of women in the entertainment industry, there is also a trend of ascetic singles who keep a long distance from women. Since when, star love has been directly linked to unemployment, leading to deeper concealment and deception. Zhong Yujian is married and has a child, but he chooses to play the image of being single and abstinent in the show, which is obviously challenging the audience's values and bottom line. There are also some idols who have been exposed to love affairs. On the one hand, they pretend to be single to win the support of fans, but at the same time they play with fans in private. A bad atmosphere has formed because more and more male artists are starting to hide. He wanted to make money from female fans, but he couldn't be authentic. At the same time, he used tricks to deceive and conceal the truth, but he couldn't resist the desire of the flesh. For those who want to benefit from the entertainment industry but are unwilling to face it sincerely, once they are exposed, they will watch their image shattered in frustration. What's more embarrassing is that they also regard innocence and refusal to fall in love as a setting, turned out to be a laughing stock. Of course, this persona itself is ridiculous. In fact, audiences prefer to see Wei Chen's sense of responsibility, Lu Han's brave attitude, and Lu Yi's sense of responsibility, rather than deceitful, concealed, and hypocritical characters and packaging. Wei Chen loves his fans deeply, and the fans also love him deeply. This kind of deep affection did not have any impact on his career development. On the contrary, Wei Chen's consistent attitude made more fans feel proud and gratified, and they contributed their own strength to his career. Lu Han displayed selfless love, not only won the love of the public, but also showed his courage and attractiveness as a man, and his fans were finally touched by his love. Lu Yi, a top idol who was once at the pinnacle of his career, announced his love affair. He is not afraid of outside discussions and interference. He only hopes to give Bao Lei a legal identity. He finally succeeded in winning the heart of the beauty, and showed his sense of responsibility as a man, which doubled his favorability. They are or have been top idols who rely on the support of fans. However, they never hide their love, and they will never deceive fans to create an image of innocence and fear of women. Instead, they boldly confessed and publicly displayed their romance. They believe that whether it is falling in love or getting married, it is something that meets the needs of normal men, and there is no need to hide it. Yes, normal men have such needs, whether in love or socially. Who would believe the ascetic and womanophobic images you project? The audience is no fool. In the end, concealment is a display of lack of confidence, because I lacked confidence in my business ability and worried that I would not have the support of fans. I tried every means to deceive fans and create a beautiful illusion. Lack of confidence in one's own future, worrying about not being different enough in social circles, trying to stand out by creating some peculiar personal image, so that others can remember themselves. However, in any case, a fake is a fake, it's just that. Fans are willing to believe it, but passers-by are unwilling to expose it. It's really sad to say. For a meal, a group of men with oily faces pretended to be monks in front of the camera. They put avoiding women deep in their genes, deceiving themselves and their fans, thinking that they can become very successful this way, but it turns out to be more and more difficult. Entertainers should understand that if they have being in love equals losing their job as their mantra, then the problem is likely to be with their business ability, not with access to women, whether it's female-phobic or innocent. These are just man-made images, and if an artist wants to develop for a long time, strength is the key, not a hypocritical image. If you found this newsletter useful, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Have a nice day and full of energy.